Hello everyone! In this video I'm going to talk about changing the clip speed in After Effects 2020. It is a very important topic about changing the speed in the software packages. Our previous video was about changing the speed in Premiere Pro software, and now we want to check it in After Effects software. There's not much of difference other than just a time remapping system, which is here instead of the speed duration panel, and you can work with the time remapping here. Well, I have a video here and I want to change the speed. I just need to go on the timeline of that video, right click there, and you can see that there is the time button here. I can easily come on the buttons here. You can see that enable time remapping. I will talk about this later. What I need here is time stretch. When I click on it, you can see that a window opens for me, just similar to the speed duration panel in Premiere Pro, this time named as time stretch. There are two buttons here, stretch factor and new duration, which you can see that. Now my video is at its 100% speed, and also the duration is 10 seconds. I can easily come here and type in the speed which I like. For example, I set this on 200. You can see that when I change this, the duration changes too. And it is because I have increased the speed and I want it to be a slow motion. I click on OK, and you can see that because my composition is only 10 seconds, the length of this is much larger than 10 seconds. So I go to composition settings, and here you can change the composition duration. For example, I set this on 40 and click on OK. Well, now we can see that my video is 20 seconds. I click on it, and you can see how it is playing. It is slow motion. It is also much more interesting. Well, I go to time stretch, and here you can see that I can change the speed duration. For example, my video first was 10 seconds, and now I want it to be fast motions, and exactly I want it to last 77 seconds. I render it once, and you can see that the speed is much faster than the previous mode. I can even increase the speed. For example, I change it here to 30%. That is 3% of my 10 seconds. I render it once more, and you can see that the speed has become much faster. Well, I can bring this to the previous mode. So you saw that you can easily use this time stretch button to change the speed in your video. The other button here, let me change this fork space a little bit. The next button is in the time, named time reverse layer. There are a lot of times when you want to reverse the time of your video. When I click on this button and play it, you can see that my file is reversed and is all going into the opposite direction. Well, let me check time again and see how it is. You can see that the stretch is minus 100, and this minus means that it is reversed, and the duration is also minus 10. I can change it here and increase or decrease it. I set it on 230 and click on OK. What I expect here is that my file should go much slower. Well, I come here and maximize this again, play it, you can see that besides being reversed, is also slow motion, and also the speed of it is changed. Well, I set these on the default 100, the default mode, and click on OK, and bring it to its original position. The other topic is about time remapping. Before that, I have to say that you can watch our previous training video named Changing Clip Speed in Premiere Pro 2020 and click on the link above to watch it. I go to time and enable time remapping. You can see that here in the effects, a new button is open for me named time remapping, and there are also two keyframes created for me here. The first keyframe, as you can see, is 0, and when I change it, you can see that the time is also changing. And then the last keyframe, which is the second 10. Well, I come here, and for example, at this second 3, add a new keyframe. Well, I can easily change the duration of this keyframe. For example, up to here, I want it to be slow motion, and from this point on, I want it to be fast motion. Well, I just need to click on this point and reduce the time from 3 to, for example, 1 second. Well, you can see that in the third second, my video is in its first second, and the first 3 seconds is actually summarized into only 1 second. When I play it, you can see that it is slow motion up to here, and then it becomes a little bit faster, even faster than before. For example, when I'm on the 9th second, you can see that it has reached the 8.17 second. Well, this was the time remapping. I can also come here on the 6th second, add another keyframe, and here instead of 4, set on 9. I minimize my workspace too. When I play it, you can see that it is slow motion here, it is fast motion, and then again slow motion. You can easily use this time remapping and also the keyframes. You can also work with graph editor, which I'll talk about in the coming training videos, and would make it much easier for you to work. You can also use the keyframe assistant buttons and try different modes for your keyframes.